Don't bother combing that desert because these are the droids you're looking for. That's right, this week we're taking a look at Star Wars droids on the Why Is This a Cartoon Cast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Why Is This a Cartoon Cast. It's the only show on the internet where we take a look at animated adaptations and ask the essential question, hey, why is it a cartoon? I'm your host, Joey. Joining me is Tim.
Hello.
What's going on, Tim?
Why, hello there. I should have said that instead. God damn it.
It's all right. You've said them both. You've already ruined this episode.
Damn. Same shit, different week.
Anyway, like I said, this week we're talking about Droids. It's the animated series from Star Wars that I don't have the...
I do.
Oh, you have it open?
Yeah, I don't have it open. I wrote it down.
You didn't write down the entire Wikipedia page.
No, but I wrote down enough.
Well, listen, we can't get into that yet because we have to talk about our sponsor this week.
Oh, who's our sponsor this week?
Gently Used Toothbrushes.
Oh.
Brand new startup out of Silicon Valley. Gently Used Toothbrushes takes obviously gently used toothbrushes. You know, when you go to a hotel and you forgot to bring your toothbrush, they give you one at the desk, but you don't want to take that one home because it's kind of shitty, so you leave it there. Well, Gently Used Toothbrushes takes those gently used toothbrushes, refurbishes them, and passes the savings on to you.
Indeed.
So if you're in the market for a new toothbrush, which statistically you should be because most people use toothbrushes longer than they should, be sure to hit up gentlyusedtoothbrushes.com, use our promo code CARTOON, and you're going to get free shipping and a free gift. And the gift is going to be a half pack of floss. So that is gentlyusedtoothbrushes.com. Use our promo code CARTOON. You're going to get free shipping, half pack of floss. Anyway, Star Wars droids, Tim.
Way to spoil the free gift, by the way. Should let it be a surprise.
You got to entice them with the free gift.
Yeah, Star Wars droids. This is a 13-episode series with one special. 14 total, then I guess you would say.
I believe I have the special on VHS.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of my collection.
Indeed. I'm sure your VHS collection is amazing.
Dude, it's dirty.
Is it out of hand?
It started because I originally started just collecting Star Wars VHS tapes, and now it's just
the original cuts.
Yeah.
Oh
I have the coolest one that I think I have is the video rental edition of the original Star Wars, which was the tape that was sent to video stores and it wasn't supposed to be available to the general releases. Because that's the way it was in the old days. The video stores would buy the tapes from the distributors. But like Star Wars fans would go into the video stores and be like, hey, I'll give you like $100 for that tape. So it was never meant to be owned by the public, but like they got out there. So that's the coolest one I have. The video rental edition.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you pick it up from Blockbuster when they closed?
eBay.
So 13 episodes and one special. Started September 7th, 1985. Last episode aired on November 30th of 1985, with a special airing on June 7th of 1986. I believe the episode we watched didn't actually have the opening.
It did have an opening.
I don't remember it having an opening.
I have a note for the opening. It's Huey Lewis-esque intro song.
Is it really?
Yes.
I might have accidentally watched a different version of the first episode than you.
Did we watch the same first episode?
With the White Witch?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I fucking watched the link you sent me.
I didn't watch the link I sent you. I searched it today and watched it, okay?
But yeah, the intro... We're not to jump right into it, but the intro is pretty cool.
Star Wars...
Yeah, Tim, what can you tell us about Star Wars?
I can actually tell you a bit about Star Wars. I have a deep love in my heart for both Star Wars and Star Trek. Which, shit.
Sounds like you can't say anything.
Yeah, I know. Well, the problem is the way we do things. I just suddenly realized.
What do you mean?
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
So anyway,
Tim's so worried about his continuity error.
Yeah, well.
We record 2 episodes at once, and I decide which one gets played first.
All right, so we talked about how much...
We recorded Star Trek already. Star Trek, this series, comes out next week. Don't be upset by the continuity errors. It literally does not matter. There, do you feel better, Tim?
A little bit fucking better.
Jesus
So
Right.
when we recorded the Star Trek episode, I meant we definitely there was a dissonance between us with the love for Star Trek as compared to Star Wars.
I was not shitting on Star Trek as a series.
No, I'm not saying you were shitting on it, but it was definitely. I definitely have a lot more.
You're gonna find out exactly what I had to say next week.
Yeah, you will.
If you listen to us on Stitcher.
Well, just go ahead.
Spotify.
Do the pitch. Throw the pitch out.
Yeah, you can find us on Stitcher, Spotify, and Google Music for now. We also have an RSS feed that you can find on our Facebook page, which is WITA Cartoon. Also, feel free to email us at witacartooncast@gmail.com. And, by the way, if you're shopping on gentlyusedtoothbrushes.com, use our promo code cartoon. You're going to get 10% off your order, free shipping, and free gift, which is the half pack of floss. Mm-hmm. So, anyway,
but as I said when we record the other one, I have a good amount of Star Trek knowledge. I can't say I'm an expert. I would never, ever even pretend.
yeah, you don't want those people coming after you. Those crazy, dirty, greasy freaks. Be sure to email me at witacartooncast@gmail.com, you freaks.
Because he's never going to read it anyway.
Yeah, fuck that.
Even though there's probably an email from Casper Van Dien sitting in there right now.
I use that as my throwaway account for the cam sites.
That's a business account, Joe.
Yeah, that's how they give me a discount on tokens, Tim.
But I have an equal love in my heart for Star Trek and Star Wars. I really do. In that, for different reasons, of course. Star Wars is more adventure and high science fiction and fantasy mixed, and it's awesome. Star Trek is more
Science fiction, hard sci-fi.
Hard sci-fi. So it's very science fiction. Yeah. Where Star Wars is more
Star Wars is science fantasy.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, that's a perfect way to put it.
I took a science fiction class in college.
There's science fiction classes in college?
There was a science fiction class in my college.
That's
awesome.
Was it really?
Oh, dude, we watched movies. It was amazing.
Did you watch the first Alien movie?
No, we watched 2001. We watched Them with the giant ants. We watched.
Oh my god, it's a great movie.
We didn't watch Klaatu Barada and Nikto in that class. So we watched it in a different film class that I had that semester.
Klaatu Barada? You mean The Day the Earth Stood Still?
Yeah.
Did you watch Forbidden Planet?
With the Metaludinae mutant?
What now?
Is that the one with the Metaludinae mutant?
Yeah, and
where they did it on Mystery Science Theater, the movie.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We did watch that. That's This Island Earth.
Is it This Island Earth?
That is This Island Earth, which we watched.
What did I think? Oh, Forbidden Planet has Robbie the Robot and
wasn't that a TV show?
No. You're thinking of Lost in Space. That was just the robot. Although Robbie the Robot from the one at Forbidden Planet made a cameo on Lost in Space.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things. That suit was reused a bunch of times, and it was also the basis prototype.
It's the Bronson Caves of robot suits.
Yes. It really is. It's an amazing robot suit. Especially, it's definitely very retro sci-fi, like that awesome that chic.
Yeah.
From 50s sci-fi. I love that's
so good. Yeah, it's a classic design.
I love it. It's one of those things. Rocket punk, I think they call it, because everything's punk. Diesel punk, steampunk, rocket punk,
bullshit punk,
retro punk, cyberpunk, anal punk. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't remember what else we watched in the sci-fi class, but it was so good. It was so cool.
I'd go to college just to take that class. Anyway, so I do have an equal love in my heart for both, and I do have an okay amount of knowledge. I mean, I can't tell you, what a bantha looks like.
What?
Wait, yes, I can. I can't tell you what a nerf looks like. Nerf herders.
Yeah.
I can't tell you like the series droid brains they used for the Millennium Falcon's warp hyperdrive computers. I almost said warp drive. Holy fuck. They would have burned my house down right now. Like, before we even aired it, they would have heard it.
You're going to get the nerds after us, Tim.
I don't need that. I can't tell you those kinds of things. I can't tell you how an E11 blaster works. But
yeah.
I've got some knowledge in me. So
I'm the same way. I love Star Wars. I love the movies. I'm all about the movies. I'm not an expanded universe guy. I think it's fan fiction bullshit. That's not the conversation we're here to have today. But
sure, but you wanted to talk about fan fiction bullshit all the fucking time during the Star Trek episode.
I will never not want to call out the expanded universe is fan fiction bullshit.
Are you telling me then? So Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic is fan fiction bullshit?
It's bullshit. If it's not the movies, it's bullshit.
Ugh. Fucking casual. Anyway.
I don't give a fuck, yeah.
But I think everybody kind of has a love for Star Wars. Even people who say they hate Star Wars secretly love Star Wars.
I saw somebody post on Twitter today that are like, I had no idea John Ratzenberger was in Empire Strikes Back. And I was like, that just goes to show you how dedicated those postal workers are.
Oh, yeah. Cliff is on Empire Strikes Back, isn't he? I forgot about that. He's with the rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
On that there Ace Planet Hoth, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Norm? Anyway. That's funny. That's funny as fuck.
See, this is why Chris needs to be on this episode. Did you watch Cheers?
Yeah.
Did Norm ever get another job after being fired in season 1?
I don't think so.
What? Do you think Chris is home?
Let's not.
Can we call him up?
Let's not.
Let's call him up.
Oh my god. Do you really think Chris would know?
Dude, Chris is the biggest Cheers fan.
No, he's not. Is he really? Oh my god, here we go.
All right, we're making a phone call. Phone in a friend. What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know.
We were talking about Cheers.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Cliff was in Star Wars. Moving on.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. But I think, honestly, universally, Star Wars has brought joy to millions, almost billions, probably.
Trillions, honestly.
Yeah, even
throughout the galaxy.
Throughout the galaxy. Well, that galaxy, at least.
Far, far away.
A long, long time ago.
A long, long time ago.
In a galaxy far away, Naboo was under an attack.
And I thought me and Qui-Gon Jinn could talk the Federation into maybe cutting them a little slack.
But their response, it didn't thrill us.
They locked the doors and tried to kill us. We escaped from that gas and met Jar Jar and Boss Nass. We took a bongo from the sea and we went to feed to see the Queen. We all wound up on Tatooine. That's where we found this boy.
Oh my god. Weird Al.
When are we doing the Weird Al cast? Oh, I've got my pitch for the end of
Weird
the
Al
episode.
had a
Thank
cartoon.
God. Did he?
Yeah. He had a show.
He had a TV show.
Wasn't there not an animated portion of that?
That wouldn't count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the story of this guy named Al who lived in the sewers with his hamster pal, but the sanitation workers didn't really agree, so... Oh my god.
All right, we got to get back on this train.
We have fallen so far off track.
We have to get back on the train that Woody Harrelson is going to heist.
Listen, don't make fun of Solo. I actually like
I enjoyed Solo,
I
except
thought it
for the
was good.
bullshit scene where they did the Kessel Run. I thought it was unnecessary and nonsense, and it exemplifies everything that's wrong with the Star Wars reboots.
Yeah. Anyway.
Show us something new. We know it's the character's origin story, but show us something new. We don't fucking need to see that shit, all right?
Yeah, but Khaleesi was in there.
I don't care.
Amelia Clark.
I don't care. I don't care.
There's something about
Lando Calrissian wanted to fuck the robot. What's that all about?
Well, I think more the robot wanted to fuck him.
No, she was definitely in the position of power in that relationship.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway. She was a sex bot. This is getting awkward.
She was not a sex. That was Karen Gillan from Doctor Who.
Oh, please.
More like Doctor Who gives a shit.
Oh yeah, fuck are you? So let's get on this episode.
Hot
You fucking had.
I'll fucking cotton fist you with a Louisville fucking slugger.
I'll fuck you and all your lesbian fish-eating friends in front of your mothers. Oh God. Oh, and there's the Adam Sandler references.
Dude, I was just listening to him being interviewed on the Conan podcast.
Dude, Conan Needs Friends?
Yeah.
Dude, I love that podcast. Not the toot any other podcast horn, but that's pretty fucking good.
So before we start diving into the episode, what's your overall impression?
I remember seeing it as a kid.
What year was it? 80?
85.
85?
I was 1 year old when it came out, but I remember seeing it in reruns. I think on the Sci-Fi
Syndication,
Channel,
maybe? Really?
maybe, or on TNT or something like that. But it was on TV at some point, and
No shit.
and it was the White Witch episode because the whole thing that comes up later with a certain object. And I remember it, and I remember going, "This sucks." I remember sitting there going, "Oh, this sucks." But now, upon rewatch, I actually kind of liked it. Actually, not kind of liked it. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, for a kid's show, it was good for what it was.
Yeah.
It didn't blow me away. Like, it's not something you could enjoy. I'd really enjoy
I'm
as an
not
adult.
gonna go watch more episodes of it.
But yeah, man, if you got young Star Wars fans, little Jedi skis, pull it up. It's on YouTube. It's
and I think the context
good enough.
Because Return of the Jedi came out in '83, right?
The Return of the Jedi was 85.
Was it? Are you sure?
I'll challenge it. Okay, Google.
What year did Return of the Jedi come out?
What year did Return of the Jedi come out? Fuck you.
Return of the Jedi was released in the United States of America on May 25th, 1983.
Oh.
I hate that your Google is British.
I love that my Google's British because you know why? Because that was a bit more smarmy.
Ugh.
That was great.
I'm upset that you're right
So
about
this show came out.
Empire was 80.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. All right, then.
See, for a while I thought it was like 86 that it came out for some reason.
Well, I obviously thought it was 85.
Yeah. So the context of the show is it takes place after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And there's exposition. We'll get into the exposition.
Oh, there's exposition right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
C-3PO is an exposition machine.
Yes, he is. So the episode opens up with some weird synth music in space with a trail of junk leading to a planet that looks a lot like Tatooine, but it ain't Tatooine. Don't worry.
I think there's just so many desert planets in this universe.
Well, it's not sand, though, on this planet.
Is it salt?
It's salt.
Ugh.
It is salt. He actually even says that it's corrosive salt when he lands on the planet. So, and then a bunch of A-Wings actually are
That was the stupidest thing from Last Jedi. It's salt. Why are you licking the ground, dude? What the fuck does it matter what it is?
That could have been like powdered sulfuric acid. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so weird synth music, a bunch of A-Wings following a trail of junk to a planet. But the A-Wings have TIE fighter sounds to them.
I didn't notice that.
I noticed that, but that's because I'm one of them people. Anyway, so apparently R2 and C-3PO were lost in a game of chance to a smuggler who dumped them.
A smuggler who is not Han Solo.
Who's not Han Solo, who dumped them along with the rest of his
Yeah,
cargo.
what happens to R2 and 3PO at the end of Jedi?
Well, you would have to watch episode 7 then. So R2...
No, because this happens between...
So C-3PO stayed with Leia and was her human cyborg relations, protocol droid. R2 stayed with Luke.
Yeah, so how the fuck... First of all, how did they get reunited and it feels so good?
Did you not watch episode 7?
I have watched. Episode 7 takes place 40 years after episode 6.
So here's what happened. All right, so R2 stays with Luke with the whole Jedi.
If you
Jedi
bring
Academy.
expanded universe into this,
No,
I'm going to throw this table down.
This is conjecture.
Objection. Objection. Yeah. Conjecture. That's not a real word.
This is
Dude,
basically
King of the
what
Hill
I can
moment
tell.
of the episode.
R2 stays with Luke when the
How is this episode more off the rails than the shitty Star Trek episode?
I don't know. So anyway, so R2 stays with Luke and C-3PO stays with Leia. So he's doing protocol droid shit with Leia. And then R2 stays with Luke through like the new Jedi Academy. And when it burns down,
the new generation of WWF?
Yeah.
Starring Bret the Hitman Hart?
Yeah. Anyway. Oh my god. You're yelling at me about fucking shit that needs to get cut out and stuff. Meanwhile, you're just fucking going off the rails completely. Are you okay?
I'm not worried about it. I don't have to edit this till tomorrow.
So, R2 stayed with Luke. The new Jedi Academy burned down, and I'm going to assume that Leia took possession of R2, who shut down in the aftermath.
Yes.
After Luke went missing.
Yes.
So, then in episode 7, at the end, so R2's just sitting there covered up with a fucking tarp.
But this takes place between then.
But it's not canon.
Says you.
Says pretty much everybody.
Oh, those stupid nerds. Some crappy ass comic book that came out 50 years ago counts, but not the cartoon that
None
was
of the
produced by
comic books.
George Lucas.
George Lucas said it wasn't canon.
Voiced by Anthony Daniels. I was going to say that's insane that they got him back, but I can't imagine he was super busy.
Yeah, I don't think.
It was cool as hell that they got him back though.
R2 had the same original voice actor too.
The same Casio keyboard. We were able to get it.
Bloops bleeps. Anyway, their last thing, and so, yeah, they reunited at the end of episode 7. But
Did it feel so good?
Yeah. Dumped overboard with stolen goods.
Okay.
3PO is as flamboyant as ever in this, although he has way more facial expressions.
Yeah, that was not.
It was a bit off-putting, but
That was necessary for the cartoon, but it was upsetting as
as a fan.
a human being with a brain
Yeah.
who understands that that's not how robots work,
So
except for those weird Japanese ones.
they're sitting on the planet. He's like, "Oh, there's caustic salt and blah 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 blah." And then he's looking for R2, and he finds like a piece of what looks like R2.
Yeah.
And he starts this R2 eulogy. And as he's going through the R2 eulogy, I'm like, A, it's a show about them both, so R2's fine. B, it's
Oh my God! Is one of the main characters dead 10 seconds into the first episode?
who wrote this show? George R. Martin? Anyway. So it falls apart. He's like, "Oh no, you were eaten by the caustic acid of the acid salt of this planet." And he goes off on this Prince of Robots kind of droids kind of eulogy where he's talking up, and then R2 comes out of the salt, and he's all like, "Yo, heard you're talking shit," and he's like, 3PO is like, "Oh no, I didn't say any of that."
Yeah. As soon as R2 popped out, I was like, "Oh my God! Please don't let him be the Scrappy Doo of this show."
He's not.
He wasn't in this episode. He wasn't really featured in this episode that much.
No, he was kind of like a background thing. It was
Which is
mostly
weird.
3PO and everybody else.
Well, it's hard to be a main character when you can't fucking speak. So
It's true, but he can do fun shit.
barely.
So, they're walking through the desert, a la episode 4,
Yeah.
and then they're almost hit by a speeder. The speeder comes back around, and this kid with a mohawk, who I didn't write his name down.
Knockoff Mad Max.
Yeah.
That's one of my notes. Like, are these character designs from the scrapped Mad Max cartoon?
Honestly, you know what the whole the aesthetic of this whole cartoon reminded me of?
Mad Max.
No. Heavy metal.
No.
I was getting a heavy metal vibe hard off of it. Maybe it was the animation's quality and style. He almost hits him with the speeder.
Speaking of the animation. Oh, God. What a yawn. Speaking of the animation, did you notice, like, the weird changes in quality?
Yeah. Yeah, some scenes would be really smooth, and other scenes would be like they didn't give enough bowls of rice to the animators, so
That's terrible.
so they were a bit choppy.
It just get like it goes from like normal 80s crap to like straight up garbage. It's like when you watch a YouTube video on a bad connection, so like it'll be going good, and then it just jumps down to nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So he gets out and he's like, "Oh, hey, an R2 unit." And 3PO's all like, "Yo, I'm awesome and stuff." Then his friend,
Yeah, they only care about R2.
yeah, this friend comes up and they only give a shit about R2. They both have fucking mohawks.
Dude, the one dude's mohawk is he's got like half his head shaved and the other half is a mohawk somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I still don't know how I feel about that.
That's the guy from Road Warrior.
No, we go in.
We kill. We'll spare your lives.
No, that's Humongo.
I know, Lord Humongous.
Just walk away. That'll be the second time we've referenced Lord Humongous.
I don't want to drop that clip in again. We'll spare your lives and give you safe passage to the desert. Or through the wasteland.
So they go.
Oh my God. Fuck, I was playing HQ Trivia while we were recording.
So they decide to go racing back because they're part of a racing team, a speeder racing team.
Are they part of a team or are they just independent speeder racers?
They're independent speeder racers. There we go. So
which brings me to the debate topic. Speeders or pod racers? Which one's cooler?
speeders.
See, I like the pod racers because it's more like janky and dangerous.
Yeah. Okay, you know what?
Like the pod racers are like the rat
Did
rods
you-
of the
did you
Star
ever
Wars
play
universe.
Episode 1 Pod Racer?
Oh, dude, I brought a Sega Dreamcast to freshman year of college, and I whooped my roommate's ass so hard that he got upset and said the game sucked.
I played it on the PS2, but oh my god, my brother was addicted to it. I'd find him in my room playing. I'd be like, "Yo, fuckface, out!" Oh, there's another F-bomb. We're gonna lose that sponsorship from GentlyUsedToothbrushes.com.
Gently used toothbrush.
Anyway,
Use our code cartoon. You're gonna get free. You're gonna get 10% off, free shipping, free gift, half a pack of floss.
anyway, I loved that game. Actually, that was really good. It was like
Yeah, it was a super fun racer.
it was. For what it was, especially for being a shitty fucking movie tie-in fucking game that they rushed out.
I am not about to hear you talk bad on episode 1, aka episode fun. So let's just get back to the cartoon.
Oh, I just want to talk so much shit.
I don't want to hear it.
Anyway,
I don't want to hear it.
let's move on. So they race back.
So these two juvenile delinquents steal
in their mid-30s, yes, steal.
these droids.
No. Their original owners in jail. So.
Nope. These guys don't know that. And even so, because someone's in jail, I can fucking break into their house.
3PO said that they're in need of a new master.
Oh, 3PO's alliances are so... He's such a fair weather companion.
I know, right?
He's like, oh, I need a new master. I'll immediately start calling this punk kid who kidnaps me master.
Right?
3PO. Oh, and why do they know to call him 3PO? That's not his model. Like, he's just a protocol droid. He's not a, like...
Yeah, he didn't introduce himself as C-3PO, human cyborg relations, did he?
Yeah, they just start calling him 3PO.
Well, we'll never know. It's a mystery that we'll never solve.
And they call R2... Well, R2 isn't... Like, the R2 unit is the thing.
He's an R2 unit, so... he's...
So that part makes sense.
Yeah. So they go racing back, and some mysterious girl is watching them from the horizon through microbinoculars.
Yeah.
And...
here's the tough female character. Yeah. We need that to round out the diversity on this show.
Yeah. So she's like, oh no. She's watching them cross into the restricted zone. And they're being chased by anal beads of some sort.
No, it's the
seeker probes.
It's the thing with the hypodermic needle on it from Dr. Ball, MD.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor, not a savage.
So the probes are chasing after him, so they're speeding through canyons and stuff. The balls are exploding.
This is going to be such a pain in the ass to edit.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, y'all.
So, the one guy bails from the speeder.
Yeah, he presses
out.
the button on the side of his pants and he turns into a giant eggplant.
Yeah, he has like a big eggplant balloon suit. 3PO fell out of the other one, and he gets cornered by a huge droid. So, mysterious girl loads and fires her shoulder cannon, which is actually pretty cool.
Well, no, C-3PO needs to defend himself, so he picks up his tiny rock
and he throws it at
and
the
chucks
droid
it at this giant sentry droid.
just as she fires.
Just as she fires the rocket launcher. So C-3PO thinks that he destroyed it by throwing a rock at it.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
So they all get into the speeder.
Yes.
And speed off, and then blue dudes are angry.
Yes. The criminal mastermind, son of some crime boss guy and his big fat watchman.
Yeah. Are like, oh no, they know where our secret base is. How the fuck can you even deduce that?
Yeah. First of all, they don't know. They just happen to be in the same area. Your secret base is not like sticking out.
It's like there's no big neon sign that says secret base here.
Yeah, if you hadn't chased them and started shooting at them, they would not have even known anything was going on over there.
Yeah.
So it's your own stupid fault.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the main villain here of the episode is pretty fucking inept in general anyway. And he proves that later on.
Yeah.
He proves that throughout the episode. Who am I fucking kidding? So they get away. They're real mad about it because, like, oh no, they're gonna reveal us the other crime bosses on our base, and then all the jig will be up. And
yeah, so Blue Man Group is worried that these two kids that want nothing to do with them are going to spill their secrets to every crime boss in the city.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just going to walk up to Jabba the Hutt and be like, hey, there's this guy over here. Why don't you lay the smack down?
Yeah.
That's a thing that happens.
I'm going to have that cigarette right there. Okay. Save it for later because I don't feel like rolling any. Anyway.
Also, like, how many secret bases are there in this universe? Every fucking Star Wars thing, there's a secret base involved.
Right? You know, is there like a shop? Secret Bases Are Us? That could be our next sponsor. Let's see if Secret Bases Are Us will sponsor us for the next.
It's like specialty realtors.
Yeah.
We work exclusively in secret bases.
Well, to be fair, you can buy a decommissioned missile silo out in the Midwest.
That's true.
I have always kind of wanted to do that, but then that would require living in the Midwest. And well, as much as I love cheese curds, I hate winter.
Love cheese curds, hate tornadoes.
Hate snow. Hate people in the Midwest. That's not true, because everybody I met when I was out in the Midwest was really awesome. But that's neither here nor there.
So Matt and Max take the
we'll
robots.
call them Mad Max from now on.
Take the robots back to their garage.
And they're working on speeders, and then we get introduced to the White Witch, as this episode is named after.
Yeah, the White Witch is the speeder that they've been working on forever. They're like, oh, built this from the ground up. This is the super speeder, blah, blah, blah. It's so fancy.
Yeah, and it does look pretty cool, although it kind of reminds me of the Viper fighters from Battlestar Galactica.
It's a speeder. It doesn't look anything special to me. But Token Girl shows up, and she's like, what the fuck did she even say?
She said something.
She's like, she gives some bullshit backstory. She's like,
I
needed you guys to help me fix my ship.
Half the trio is kidnapped after they leave. Like the red-haired kid with the mohawk leaves with 3PO and R2.
Oh, does that happen before the girl shows up?
Yeah, and then a big beetle-looking droid shows up and kidnaps the other guy, the fat guy.
That's true.
Turned into a pair.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh no. She shows up and her name's Kia.
Sorrento.
I'm running out of notes.
Okay, so Mohawk Man and the robots go off for some reason.
Yeah, the other guy gets kidnapped.
Fatty Fat gets kidnapped.
And then Kia shows up.
Mohawk and the droids come back to the garage.
Yep.
They notice it's all messed up, and then the girl shows up.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, wanted you guys help to fix my ship, but then it looks like you got problems of your own.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a very questionable backstory.
Yep.
A very convenient time for you to show up if that's what's going on.
What is this, Star Wars D20 with half-assed players? Yeah, actually, you know what? This episode is kind of playing out like a really bad campaign of the Star Wars tabletop. It kind of really is. R2 then detects movement outside, so Mohawk runs out to get the speeder started, and suddenly he's surrounded by beetle droids.
Yeah, all the enemy droids in this episode look like crap.
Yeah, they really do.
They're all made out of paper mache. They just explode all the time.
Oh my god, yes.
Non-threatening.
So he gets surrounded, but they sabotage the speeder so he can't get away. So they take the White Witch and bust out and knock all the beetle droids onto their backs and drive off into the distance.
And then Baby Blue shows up.
Yeah. He's all mad about it.
They look like a bunch of beached wampas.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
That's the line of the episode.
Wampas are from a desert area.
Well, they live on a desert planet.
Yeah, so what does beached wampas mean?
Maybe they're beetle-like.
It means nothing. You know, this whole world made me realize how cool a Fallout game in the Star Wars universe would be.
Oh, I made a note.
It's already a wasteland.
Yeah. By the way, did you notice that when it's nighttime, you heard they played the sound of peeper frogs?
No.
Yeah, they played the sound of peeper frogs to
I don't
show
know
that
what
it's
that is.
nighttime. And if people don't know what peeper frogs are, search it up. They make that sound at night. That beep, beep, beep. I don't know.
Very helpful.
Yeah. I'm just starting to get tired. I'm sorry, man.
No. We've got 45 minutes of this cartoon left.
Oh my god. Please don't remind me. Anyway. So, they're going to bust their friend out of the secret base that she just so happens to know the location of.
Yeah, how do they know where...
Yeah.
I think she's a double agent.
She must be. So they're sitting there, they're looking at the secret base, and apparently somehow they snuck R2 in at some point. They don't show how they did
Yeah,
that.
what happened to R2 just like disappears for like 40 minutes of this episode. That's not true.
No,
This
for like
episode's not that long.
40 seconds of this episode. But in
For
that
a majority of this episode, he's just not. He's a non-issue.
yeah, he's like not active. Like he does a couple, 2-3 things, but that's about it.
Yeah.
He somehow got snuck into their base, and he's searching for the other guy. And
Does that even result? Does that even get resolved? Like R2's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck happens with R2? Because they get to the base, and then
R2 somehow got
Mohawk
snuck
Man
inside.
and the girl, or no, it's not even the girl. It's
Yeah.
C-3PO and the girl
Yeah.
are manipulating the controls
No, we're
while
skipped ahead.
Mohawk Boy flies the speeder.
Yeah, they created a distraction somehow, which I don't think I was paying enough attention. I think I was looking away from the screen.
Great.
And then Mohawk Kid flies in, and
Yes.
then they sneak in, and then he's flying through tunnels with like cargo things flying through it, and they're like moving controls around.
Yeah, they're manipulating controls.
They're manipulating controls.
They're manipulating the controls so that he can navigate the back ways through the secret lair
Yeah.
to be able to save his friend.
Yes.
Yes.
And then they're caught
And then at the meantime, they're caught
by
when
like
the droid shows up.
and C-3PO's like, "Oh, we're the maintenance crew.
Yeah,
the automated
C-3PO
systems are malfunctioning."
C-3PO with his quick thing, he's like, "Oh, we're maintenance," and then the droid is like,
No,
I'm
I
fucking
make
maintenance.
And he's like, "Oh, then that means we're security. Somebody has tampered with these controls." And I had a giggle about
that was a baller move on C-3PO's part.
And then he convinced the robot. He did the droid. Sorry, I said robot. He convinced the droid. And then another droid shows up, and he's like, "Oh, that's who did it." And then
Yeah. C-3PO is using the Jedi mind trick all over these droids.
yeah, he is.
Is C-3PO force sensitive?
I don't know.
That could be a series of 15 novels.
Yeah, it could. No.
Stupid fan fiction.
So then stuff happens, and he causes the two droids to crash into each other and blow up.
Yeah, these droids like explode if you look at them.
Yeah. So then we cut to the fat guy with the blue dudes.
Yeah, he is so unfazed by the fact that he's been kidnapped by gangsters.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like he's messing with him, he's talking smack.
And, they pretty much reveal their whole plan to him that he didn't know about initially.
Yeah, so they ruined it.
Yeah, and the plan is that they're going to take over all the crime on the planet using technology, unlike his dad's, the main villain's dad's methods of, like, extortion and all that.
Well, also they're gonna make use of robots, which the big guy Blix is not a fan of. He's so old fashioned. He's like, why don't we just use people to
Yeah.
be mean? Why you gotta use all these droids?
Yeah. And
He's like a technophobe.
so while they're transporting the fat guy to his cell, Jard? Is that his name? Jard? I think
Fatty
so.
Fat. His name is Fatty Fat.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, his name is Fatty Fat. They're escorting to the cell, and then Mohawk shows up in the speeder and destroys the droids.
Yes.
R2 is now in the speeder somehow.
Fucking bite me, cat.
Did she bite you?
Yes. Get away! I'll kill you.
Go. Cat.
But we need to talk about Blix. Blix is the big blue guy.
Yeah.
He's the old-fashioned one. He thinks the droids are bullshit and they should just use normal people to fight.
Yeah.
The Blix action figure from this cartoon is the rarest mass-produced Star Wars action figure.
Really?
It was only available in Brazil. It is the rarest.
Really?
Yes, it is the rarest Star Wars action figure.
But not like Boba Fett prototype rare.
Well, that wasn't commercially produced.
Okay.
Like, if you find a Blix in packaging, you're sending your kids to college.
Wow.
And I don't mean to rye.
Phoenix. University of Phoenix.
University of Phoenix main campus.
Yeah, which is your
In
computer.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Anyway, Mohawk Man is able to break out Fat Boy.
Yeah. And then they're making their escape.
They're making their great escape, starring Paul Newman.
Yep.
Oh, that's
There's
my
roof lasers shooting at them. inept blue villain is all like, no, turn these on, do this, do that, do the other thing.
Yeah, he's fucking around with his robot pals. He's like, oh, we gotta turn on the sentry droids. He's like, well, if you turn on the sentry droids, they're gonna destroy these other droids. He's like, well, we gotta turn off the sentry droids then.
Yeah, it's a big like comedy.
It's a
of
big
errors.
cluster truck. Our heroes are at the door to escape. They're being attacked by droids.
By cruiser droids.
Cruiser droids.
That the sentry droids would have destroyed.
Yes. So Mohawk Man, in his quick thinking, says, well, let's turn on the sentry droids.
Yeah, they'll fight each other. Which
Why would you... You don't know that.
yeah, right?
Why would you even assume that?
Why is there... Why
It's
are they
metagaming.
why are they so poorly programmed that they would attack each other anyway? You think they're...
Yeah, why would you... Yeah. The 3 rules.
Yeah.
Or what's the RoboCop thing?
3 laws of robots?
No, the thing from RoboCop.
Prime directives?
No, that's Star Trek. What's
No.
the thing from RoboCop?
There's directives.
He can't...
He cannot... something with an OCP officer, he can't arrest one of them. That's the secret one.
that's when the guy's like, you're fired.
Yeah,
Through
pretty
a
much.
window.
Thank you. And he shoots him and he falls out the window. And he's poorly claymationed.
RoboCop is cool.
Yeah, it is. Too bad there's not a RoboCop. Whoa.
I would watch that when I got home, but I'm probably going to finish Starship Troopers.
Oh, that's fine.
There's going to be a stand-up fight, sir. Another bug hunt.
That's Aliens.
Yeah, I know, but it's a reference to Starship Troopers.
Oh, yeah. It is, isn't it? So they're trapped under a thing. So 3PO goes over to the control panel to activate the sentry droids. And he makes fun of a wall laser to blow up the control panel. Then he hits the only button left, which is the one to activate the sentry droids.
Yeah, so I need to expand upon this. C-3PO needs to press a button to turn on the sentry droids. The button to turn on the sentry droids is behind like a locked box. So he's like, how do I get past this locked box? Conveniently, there's a sentient laser gun on the ceiling. So he taunts the sentient laser, and then he quickly moves out of the way from the laser blast so that the laser destroys the box, leaves nothing except for the one button that he needs to press.
Yes. Which turns on the sentry bots, and they go out and they start shooting at each other. So the crew gets in there.
That's it. But at the beginning, when the sentry bots start coming out, they like get rocked by the mobile. What are they called?
Cruiser bots.
The cruiser bots.
droids.
It was like fucking the beginning of Saving Private Ryan when
Yeah.
they're getting off the boats.
Yeah. In fact, I saw one pick up its arm and wander off. Anyway.
So amidst the chaos, our heroes are able to sneak off on the White Witch.
And fly to that girl's ship.
Yes. And future adventures, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What have you.
Oh, I forgot to mention that there's a lightsaber in this episode.
Oh, yeah. He just conveniently has a lightsaber because it's Star Wars and you need to...
He had to fix the speeder for him and he never came back for it. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I think I pooped a little. Anyway. But, so yeah, and it makes the lightsaber sounds. It just doesn't really look...
Yeah, it looked weird.
Yeah,
It looked
like a solid
like
blade
a
that
dollar
came
store lightsaber.
Yeah. So he took his dollar store lightsaber, yeah, and he used it like twice. Once to cut open the vent that he got into the place with, and once to free
Cut the
fat
shackles
guy.
off Fatty Fat.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Did this deserve to be a cartoon?
You know what? I thought there's definitely room for cartoons in the Star Wars universe.
Absolutely.
C-3PO and R2-D2 are not main characters.
Nope.
I don't know. Like, this is the only episode of this I watched. I don't know if Mohawk Man and Fatty Fat's roles were expanded on. They seem kind of boring to me. They weren't really interesting.
Star Wars deserves to be a cartoon.
Yeah, and there are good Star Wars cartoons.
Absolutely.
Clone Wars, Rebels, all that
Yes.
shit. I'm sure it's good. I heard good things about it. I never watched it.
Rebels is good.
But
but the concept of this
C-3PO and R2-D2 do not deserve to be a cartoon.
No.
It doesn't make sense. They're not interesting enough. They are background characters. They are tools used to advance the plot.
Yes.
And provide quippy dialogue.
So I'm going to agree with you on this.
So-
This did not really deserve to be a cartoon.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, no.
It was
wasn't bad.
entertaining. Like I said, if you have young Star Wars fans, they'll probably get a kick out of it. But it was just...
It was too...
It makes sense that it only lasted 13 episodes.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But, they gave the Ewoks a cartoon.
I also have that on VHS.
Do you really?
Yeah.
And that was... I suggested Droids because I remember Droids would probably... I figured Droids would probably be something more entertaining to watch and talk about.
I believe it.
The Ewoks cartoon, I can sum that up with, that was Muff Cabbage. I actually did rewatch that earlier in the week just for shits and giggles to look. No, it doesn't even deserve its own fucking podcast episode. Like, we'll just sum it up.
Well, that sucks because we're going to end up doing an episode.
Really, let's not, because we...
Listen, there's a limited number of things we could do episodes on. We're not going to pass on anything.
So we'll have to do an entire month dedicated to... More than a month. 2 months dedicated to doing Star Wars cartoons then.
Maybe you say that like it's a bad thing.
You're right.
Anyway, I think that's all we have for Droids. It was entertaining enough, but...
Yeah, it wasn't anything special.
Wasn't anything special. But what is special is at the end of every episode, we like to give our pitches for adaptations that we would like to see. Something that could fit along a lineup alongside some of these shows. So, Tim, what do you have for this week?
Give me a couple of seconds. Why don't you go first this time?
All right, we're back from the pause. Tim, what do you got?
How about Mystery Cartoon Theater 3000?
We already did a Mystery Science cartoon.
When?
I pitched it.
When?
I don't remember which episode it is. I remember pitching it, though, but it follows the crew of the Saturday Night Love.
Oh. Well, shit. Oh, then how about... how about Space Crash, the animated series?
I don't know what that is.
Space Crash was that episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 with, like, Brock Hamjock.
You're talking about Space Mutiny.
Space Mutiny. Why did I say Space Crash?
Because you're dumb.
No, Space Crash they did in the current on the current show. That's the one with David Hasselhoff and that one famous actor I can't think of, but it was that really bad late 70s Star Wars knockoff. It had David Hasselhoff and it was Italian.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, not Space.
Okay, so Italian
Star Crash.
So Italian David Hasselhoff knockoff the animated series.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's better than I got because I don't have anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we're gonna land this plane.
We're really bad at those.
Yeah, we'll get better. We're only in season 2.
It'll take about 4 seasons. It'll be the last episode. We'll be like, well, we got it.
Once we get over the total laziness.
Yeah, that's we're pretty unmotivated human beings.
Yeah. Please don't let that demotivate you from checking us out on Stitcher, Spotify, or Google Music. We also have an RSS feed that you can find on our Facebook page. It's at WITA Cartoon. Feel free to email us, witacartooncast@gmail.com. Thanks again to our sponsor, Gently Used Toothbrushes. Be sure to go on there, use our promo code cartoon. You're going to get 10% off your order. You're going to get free shipping. You're going to get a half a pack of floss. We will be back next time. I think I've said everything I need to say. For Why Is This Cartoon Cast, I am Joey.
And I'm Tim.
And we will see you guys later.
Indeed.